First off, I'm Tom. Nice to meet you guys. Privileged to be part of this interview. I'm 35. I have a vlog with my wife. That's pretty much what we do. It takes up a lot of our time. And how I became a car enthusiast. It's a long, not really a long story, but an old story. I think I was maybe 5 or 6 years old. It was a birthday party, and a clown asked me, "What do you want for your birthday?" And I was like super specific. It's just recalled from my parents. They said, "You told the clown?" And I said, "No, what did I tell him?" I said, you said you wanted a red Ferrari Testarossa." And the clown said, "Ask your dad." And I was like, well, I guess that's when I knew I was like into cars, because I had a lot of model cars, Hot Wheels and Maisto and all that stuff, Matchbox. So I guess that was it. That was like the start of it. Well, this car is one of a few of my projects. It's been with me for a year plus now, and a year of that was spent in the shop because it had to be restored a lot. A lot of work had to be done before I could actually enjoy it. But now that it's out, it became an alternative to my daily. So when there's color coding, I end up using this car actually. So I guess it's not a long history, but it's a pretty good history, I suppose. But yeah, I'm the third owner of this car, as far as I know. So far, it's been quite a reliable car. Usual quirks, 90s quirks, but pretty happy overall. Fuel efficient, I haven't really measured it. All I know is it doesn't go really fast, so I don't think it uses a lot of fuel, because it can't. But other than that, it's cold aircon, drives well, steering is light, so I think it's pretty good. Not bad for its age. Upgrades, none really, I would say. Mostly aesthetic wise. A lot of it was restoration first, because I was thinking of building it up to be reliable before going aftermarket, because what would be the point of all the aftermarket stuff if you can't drive the car? I guess the most modifications I did was the aesthetic parts, which is the front nose plate and then the fog lamp delete. That's pretty much it. And then inside the engine is just some transparent stuff for aesthetic purposes. How do I feel about that? I feel pretty good. I mean, there's like a personal touch of my own without really breaking the OEM look, because I think that's how I build my cars, more of OEM plus rather than like hardcore aftermarket everything. So I wanted to look still regular, I suppose. To be honest, the color is not my personality, but it grew on me. I mean, I like the color blue, but as a color itself, not usually in a car. Most of the cars that I owned were black, gray, usual darker side colors, but it grew on me, so I guess it is, apart from being contradicting to my personality in terms of color, I guess it's really how things grow on you, because you get into the habit of seeing it and feeling it, and it kind of becomes an add-on to your personality, even if it wasn't at the start. Yeah, this car has a pretty good connection. I actually like this car because of Gran Turismo, the very first Gran Turismo, the second one, and when this came out, I really like the design of it and the shape. I guess it relates to my personality because it's not too loud, but it's still something that's interesting, because it's low key but not, if that makes any sense. So yeah, that's really more of the connection it has, I guess, because of the age as well, because I was born in 87 and this car is a 1990, so I grew up to these cars. So I guess that's where my love for older generation cars comes from. the happy moments would be, of course, when it was finally done and released from the shop. So it was a happy moment because it was a year in the making. It was a year in the shop, and I didn't wanna pick it up until it was done. Because in my head, because the shop was offering, you wanna come pick it up? It runs already. You can use it if you want. And I said, no, I think I want to wait for it to be as done as possible. So yeah, when I got the call to say it's done, it's like great, I'm gonna go pick it up. That was a happy moment. The bad moment would be on the same day as the happy moment. So the car was ready to be released, and we did a test drive around the block a couple of times. All good, no problem. So I was like, okay, good. I'm ready to head home. And the shop was about 2 hours away from where I live with traffic. So I was like, great, okay, this will do because it runs. Took it 30 minutes away from the shop. I was on a highway, like a main highway, in the middle lane, and then the car just died. And it wouldn't start up again. No matter how many times I tried it. Wasn't the battery because the power was going on. And then I ended up getting towed. It was in the middle lane, so I couldn't push it to the side because this car's really heavy. Actually, even some MMDA guys tried to come and help push the car. Couldn't do it. And when it died, I had to get towed. I got a ticket, brought back to the shop, and fixed the problem, and I took it home. So happy moment, sad moment, same day. Bittersweet day, I suppose. But point is, I got it home, and it's here now running. To commit to the project, then by all means go for it. But if you just want to get into it because it's a cool car, you're gonna get heartbroken. But if you can deal with it, it's worth it. It's worth it. That's with any project. I think if you commit and you treat the car with respect, it will reward you most of the time. Sometimes it will kick you in the ass. I guess for car enthusiasts, just pick something that is you, and don't listen to what other people have to say about it. As long as you're not hurting other people with what you're doing, I think you'll be alright. So yeah.